3 cool methods for inventing a nickname. PDF download article. A bunch of quick tricks to make up nicknames for yourself and all your friends. Co-authored by Madeleine Flamiano. Last updated, the 19th of March, 2024. Fact-checked. Playing around with your first name. Using your middle name or last name. Cute and silly nicknames. Nickname don'ts. Video. Expert Q&A. Ready to try out a brand new nickname? Maybe you think it'd just be easier to say. On the other hand, a ton of people might have the same first name, so you want a cool way to stand out. Or, you might just want to have fun inventing a whole new name for yourself. That's totally understandable. Lots of us experiment with interesting nicknames to see what works. If you want to start a new chapter and create an awesome name everyone can call you by, check out this easy guide. Here, you'll be able to put together a ton of nicknames in minutes. Things you should know. Base nicknames off of your first name, middle name, last name, initials, memorable puns, or rhymes. Try out traditions that your family has passed down. For example, Spanish cultures use suffixes like ito and ita while Japanese people use the suffix chan. Take inspiration from personality traits, inside jokes, pop culture, or even online nickname generators. Be kind with nicknames for others, they're meant to be affectionate and friendly. Method 1. Playing around with your first name. PDF download article. 11. Step 1. Use one of the first syllables in your first name. 1. Use one of the first syllables in your first name. Shorten the name you already have. It's really easy to do, and it's a fun option if you want a fresh start or to just switch things up. For example, maybe you just changed schools and you want a cool nickname when you make brand new friends. Just remove one of the last syllables in your first name. 1. Jonathan John, Abigail Abi, Zia Zai, Samantha /Samuel Sam. 13. Step 2. Add an IEI or AY to the shortened version of your first name. 2. Add an IEI or AY to the shortened version of your first name. It's pretty common to have this type of nickname given to you in childhood, but lots of teens and even adults use this little trick. If your first name only has one syllable, then this method makes it sound catchier. You may need to add an extra consonant to get the right look when you spell out your nickname. 2. Charles Charlie, Jennifer Jenny, Lucia Lucy. Daniel Danny, Aliyah Ali, Matthias Matty. 15. Step 3. Sneak in a silent E at the end of your first name. 3. Sneak in a silent E at the end of your first name. This tactic makes your nickname sound a little more mature, but it also keeps everything friendly. Use the first syllable of your first name, then add an E to the end of it. Since the E is silent, you won't hear it, so you'll emphasize the last consonant instead. You might also swap out one consonant for another one to get a more classic nickname. 3. Michael Mike. Kathleen Kate. 17. Step 4. Make a nickname out of a middle or final syllable in your first name. 4. Make a nickname out of a middle or final syllable in your first name. It just depends on what calls out to you. Does one of the middle syllables of your first name have a nice ring to it, or does the final syllable seem a lot more fun? After you make your choice, see if you prefer to throw out any consonants you don't want or add vowels like IEI or Y. 4. Frederick Rick / Ricky, Elizabeth Beth. Patrick Trick. Anthony Tony. 19. Step 5. Draw from your family's traditions to form your nickname. 5. Draw from your family's traditions to form your nickname. If you like history or want to honor your culture, use one of the diminutives, shortened versions, of your first name that have been passed down over time. Ask people in your family about any conventions they are aware of, or look through a name book to read about the meaning and origin of your first name. 5. One Middle English fad was to add and swap letters to make a nickname. 6. Henry, Hank, Edward, Ted. Many Spanish diminutives end in ita, for girls, or ito, for boys. 7. Guadalupe, Lupita, Juan, Juanito. In India, many people use the first syllable of their name and add au. 8. Namrata, Namu, Ashwini, Ashu. 21. Step 6. Add a silly or cute suffix to your first name. 6. Add a silly or cute suffix to your first name. Give your name an edge with some inspo from Terminator. Just take the first syllable of your first name, then add the suffix -ator to it. Or, if you want a cuter vibe, use the first syllable of your first name, replace a vowel if you want to, and include the suffix -bu. 9. Sadira, Sadibu. Dao-yi, Dao-inator. Pull from affectionate suffixes from your culture, too. For example, in Japan, if your so or best friend adds the suffix chan to your first name, it means they really like you. 10. Akari, Akari-chan. 23. Step 7. Repeat one of the syllables of your first name. 7. Repeat one of the syllables of your first name. For an extra sweet or uplifting nickname, all you've got to do is take one syllable from your name you like, then double it up. This is especially common in areas like the Philippines, where nicknames with repeated syllables are considered terms of endearment, ways to express affection. 11. Lusilulu. Molime-meme. Joseph, Jojo. Method 2. Using your middle name or last name. PDF download article. 25. Step 1. Use your middle name. 1. Use your middle name. If you feel like your middle name represents you a lot better than your first name, just use it instead. If your parents were extra creative and gave you more than one middle name, decide if you want to use both or just one of them. Sometimes, you might just want to go by a middle name if you want to be low profile in a new place, like a house party in another city. 12. Ava Marie Thompson Marie. Daniel Christopher Avery Smith Avery. 27. Step 2. Try out your last name. 2. Try out your last name. Guys usually go this route, but girls, or anyone of any gender identity, can totally use their last name if they want to. Sometimes, this kind of nickname is just one you roll with. Someone else in your class or your social circle might have your first name, but your last name helps set you apart. In some cases, your last name is just really short and simple, so you find it super convenient as a nickname. 13. Benjamin Lee. Catherine Albright Albright. Rosa Beck Beck. 29. Step 3. Go by your initials. 3. Go by your initials. Use your first two initials, or all of your initials if you don't have a middle name, to make a nickname. Or, choose any combination of initials that you think really roll off the tongue. Most of the time, people use their initials if their nickname ends with an A sound, like MK, or an EE sound, like LD, but there's no hard and fast rule. Some people even go by just their first initial. 14. Thomas James TJ. Mary Catherine MK. Lawrence Adam Desai LD. Bellatrix Lestrange B. 31. Step 4. Make an anagram. 4. Make an anagram. An anagram is the way you arrange the letters of a word or phrase to create a new one. A popular example comes up in J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter series, when Tom Marvolo Riddle creates the anagram I am Lord Voldemort out of his original name. It definitely takes some time and creativity to create an anagram, but it's a fun activity that ends in a unique nickname. 15. Diana Nadia, Cleo Cole, Caleb Blake, Corey Royce. Method 3. Cute and silly nicknames. PDF download article. 33. Step 1. Be punny. 1. Be punny. To be punny, just have fun and make a pun, a joke that's based off of a word, in this case, your first name. For example, turn Axel into axe wielder, Sal into salamander, or Ryan into rhinoceros. There are all kinds of ways you can play around with your name to make your friends laugh. 16. Use alliteration by making a nickname with the first letter of your name. Hermione Humble Hermione, Ronald Radical Ronald. Pick a word that rhymes with one of your names. Zoe Cozy Zoe, Jackson Relaxin Jackson. Draw from the original meaning of your name or a word related to it. Sai is Burmese for Lord, so go for a nickname like Duke. Come up with a pun based on what your name sounds like. Brandy sounds like Sandy, so try a beachy name like Ariel. 35. Step 2. Base your nickname off of unique traits. 2. Base your nickname off of unique traits. Lots of nicknames celebrate what makes someone cool, special, and memorable. A runner might be called Lightning Bolt, a proud New Yorker living away from home may be named NYC, a straight A student could be called Teach, or a girl who loves curly fries could be given the nickname Curly Fry. 17. Use an adjective that describes a lovable part of someone's personality. Monty Thoughtful Monty, Katie Cheery Katie. As a silly twist, try a word that's the exact opposite of what someone is like. Calm Carlos, outrageous Carlos. 37. Step 3. Come up with a cute pet name. 3. Come up with a cute pet name. If you're really close to someone, then invent a pet name, an affectionate nickname, that you use just for them and that expresses all your feelings. Celebrate your best friend, shower your soul with tons of love, or goof off with your sibling. The possibilities are endless. 18. My best friend Victoria, BFF, best friend forever. My boyfriend Xavier, my whole world. My little brother Cody, little nugget. 39. Step 4. Draw inspo from a pop culture reference. 4. Draw inspo from a pop culture reference. Bond with your buddies over your favorite TV shows, books, or movies. Make a fun game out of assigning everyone their own special nickname based off one of their favorite characters. It'll bring you all closer together, and each of you will be able to rep the series you love the most. 19. Book reference, my friend who loves the Percy Jackson series Nico. Movie reference, my friend who loves the Hunger Games Katniss. TV show reference, my friend who loves Stranger Things 11. Anime reference, my friend who loves My Hero Academia Red Riot. 41. Step 5. Use an inside joke. 5. Use an inside joke. Inside jokes just happen naturally and you can't really force them to catch on. Once your inner circle does come up with some cool inside jokes though, they are an awesome source of inspiration. Here are a few of scenarios to give you an idea of how inside jokes turn into nicknames. Sad Smiley 20. Your buddy went to 3 Harry Styles concerts, so you call him Stylin' Nick. Your friend always predicts pop quizzes, so you call her fortune teller. Your crew loves to cheer at events, so you call each other scream queens. 43. Step 6. Use some fun online tools. 6. Use some fun online tools. When you take quizzes and answer a bunch of questions about yourself, the results will suggest nicknames that probably match your personality. If you type your name into online generators, it's more of a surprise because lots of these will give you a totally random nickname. If you want to play around, try these. Sad smiley 21. Select Smart's nickname quizzes. Go to Quiz. What nickname suits my personality? Quiz. Spinkso's nickname generator. Fantasy name generators. Fantasy and sci-fi nickname generator. Method 4. Nickname don'ts. PDF download article. 45. Step 1. Steer clear of way over the top nicknames. 1. Steer clear of way over the top nicknames. One easy rule to remember is to just avoid bragging too much. For example, even if you work out a ton and put a lot of effort into fitness, which is a good thing, you don't need to call yourself muscle man every day. If people give you compliments, great. Just wait for them to praise you. 22. 46. Step 2. Avoid nicknames that are hard to remember or pronounce. 2. Avoid nicknames that are hard to remember or pronounce. Most nicknames that stick are super straightforward and relatable. Xulu might seem like a cool idea, but it's unlikely to catch on. Stick to nicknames that are no more than a few syllables, are easy to spell, and are simple to say. 23. 47. Step 3. Make sure your nickname is appropriate in every situation. 3. Make sure your nickname is appropriate in every situation. If you want to be able to use your nickname everywhere you go, consider whether it would fly in the classroom. Go a step further. Do you think your future professors, bosses, or co-workers would approve of the nickname? To be extra careful, Google your nickname to see if it has any meanings you're not aware of. 24. 48. Step 4. Be chill if people don't use your nickname. 4. Be chill if people don't use your nickname. A nickname should be a fun, casual thing. It's a bonus if it catches on and everyone calls you by it, but it's definitely not a requirement. Plus, there are always other chances to remind people of your nickname, like when a teacher starts an icebreaker game or you introduce yourself at parties. 25. 49. Step 5. Be kind when you give other people nicknames. 5. Be kind when you give other people nicknames. The whole point of a nickname is to express friendship and affection. Remember, if you give someone a nickname that hurts their feelings or makes them uncomfortable, that counts as bullying. To avoid being insensitive, even if it's an accident, keep these manners in mind. Sad smiley 26. If you're unsure about whether a nickname is okay, try it out in a one-on-one setting. This makes sure that the other person feels safe and has a chance to say if they don't like the nickname. If you are having trouble figuring out your friend's reaction, ask, "Did I make you uncomfortable when I called you Tina just now?" If their answer is yes, then thank them for their honesty and don't use the nickname in the future. 27. Even if you didn't mean to be insulting and thought you were just playing around with your friend, it's important to respect their wishes. Expert Q&A. Question. What could I use as a nickname for Hasty Shaladia? WikiHow. WikiHow. The most trusted how-to site on the internet. Expert answer. What an amazing name. You might use the last syllable of your first name and go by T, or T/T. You may also combine the final syllable of your first name with the first syllable of your last name and come up with Tish. Or, you can refer to yourself by the final two syllables of your last name, Daya. Interestingly, Daya has Indian origins and is Hindi for light or glow. If you do decide on a nickname, report back and let us know what you chose. Not helpful 5 helpful 22. Question. What are good gender-neutral nicknames for Isabella? WikiHow. WikiHow. The most trusted how-to site on the internet. Expert answer. Since Belle or Bella are feminine nicknames for Isabella, you may wish to try Isa, Izzy, Len or Lee. You can even go with Sabe, Sable, L or Z. Fun trivia: Isa is the name of a character in the popular video game franchise, Kingdom Hearts. Not helpful 4 helpful 22. Question. What could I use as a nickname for Kalalee? Community answer. Community answer. You could use Cowley, Kaylee, Kale, Calais, Kai, Lee, Leah, Leela, LLA, Cal, or any other creative nickname that you could think of.